Hello, Group 4. So your group leader is Tracy. So I really enjoy reading the group discussion about the group topic. And I look at your final post. So you said your group are interested to discuss does population affect crime rate in U.S. cities. So looking at this topic, and I have concern for the further development of your project. My concern is coming from finding the variable x. So if you look at this week's discussion assignment, you will find you are required to find one dependent variable, and which must be the quantitative variable, and at least two independent variable x variables. And for the x variables, you need to have at least one quantitative variables. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend you to reread the first paper for your reference report. It's about what will determine the success of the student. And if you look at page 14, and you will find an equation, and the equation on the left hand side is income, and on the right hand side you will find like GPA and the SAT verbal score and the SAT math score, and the gender, the female, and the race, and also the age. So what we are doing in this week's discussion is first identify the y variable. So if you look at that paper, the income on the left hand side is the y dependent variable and it's a quantitative variable. And on the right hand side, those GPA, verbal, SAT verbal score, and the SAT math score, and age, gender, and the race, all of them are independent variable, the x variable. So among those x variables, you can find they do include at least one quantitative variable, such as age, and ACT verbal score, and ACT math score. So you will do the similar job as that project. So based on your topic, does population affect crime rate in U.S. cities? So I only can see two variables, the crime rate and the population. So which means the crime rate will be your y dependent variable. It's really a good choice because it's quantitative variable. But for the x variable from this topic, I only can find one, that is population. So it meets the requirement for the quantitative independent variable. But you still have more independent variables. But now the question is, how can you find it? So why not change your group topic to what will affect the crime rate in U.S.? Do you think that's a good topic? Yeah, I think so, because if you ask yourself what will affect crime rate, then you will have many idea about the independent x variable. So the first candidate will be the population, and the second candidate can be the location of the cities in the north, east, west, or in the center of the U.S. And also you can think about the education level, like how many, what's the percentage for the population in that city got the bachelor degree. So any idea should be supported by the data set, which means when you answer in this week's discussion, make sure you can find the data set. So any post you post on the discussion board should be supported by the real data set. If you cannot find the data set, don't list your variable on the discussion. So at the end, I highly recommend your group finding a representative and come to talk to me, or talk to me over phone and have further discussion about the group project. And so anyway, good luck.